everyone, it's Kezzie over here from Kezzie's Corner and welcome to my channel. My name is Kezia and this is a space where I share all my love for makeup, beauty and all that jazz. Today's video is going to be all about my everyday makeup routine because in my previous video I mentioned how I've got my everyday makeup routine sorted and some of you requested to see that video. So here I am doing it, and I'm also going to be sharing how I do it as well, not just showing the product. If you want to see how I achieve my everyday makeup, then keep on watching and let's go ahead and get started with today's video. Okay, so the first thing I apply, because it's very important ladies, is to apply the sunscreen, okay, the SPF. And my beautician has actually given me this, and this is from The Element. It's a oil-free SPF and it's made in Italy. That's all I know because the rest is in Italian. But this is actually really good for my skin because I needed SPF, which is actually oil-free, because the ones I had were all like with oil in them and that's not really good for my skin. I have acne and sensitive skin. I have a combination skin, you know, you name it, I have it. But yeah, this is a very good sunscreen and I found that it really helped kind of, you know, create that base. What you always have to do if you buy this product is you shake it and then I just apply a pea-sized amount, you see. You don't have to apply a lot because honestly it spreads out really well and it makes your face very white, so you don't really have to apply a lot. You can get this in a white base, but you can also get this like a skin tint as well, but I prefer it this. Okay, so the next thing is a primer. So you always have to prime your skin and this will help with the makeup lasting longer, and I am using this one. I found that this one is a really good primer for summer. Get this primer. This is the NYX Hydra Touch primer and it looks like this. It's really cute. And I don't know, it just sets my makeup so nicely for the day. And again, I don't apply that much, just that much. And oh, it feels really nice and refreshing. And for like summer, you kind of need like a really lightweight water-based primer, I find. Now, foundation. I kind of alternate between foundations, but I've stuck with this for the longest time. And I don't think I've ever stuck with a foundation for this long. And this one is a True Skin Hydrating Foundation from Catrice. I have done a review on this. I'll link it over here. I got used to it now. But this foundation is beautiful. And actually, it was Mortife who actually reminded me about this foundation. I'm like, hello, let me go in my drawer and get it. And I haven't stopped using it since. And I've also been applying it with my e.l.f. stipple brush. This brush has been at me for years, but it still does the job. What I like doing is I like putting 2 pumps on my hand and I just apply the foundation like this. Oh, it's really refreshing, and I find the primer, it works really nicely. This is the makeup I apply when I have a day at work. I also like applying a bit of the foundation, like the leftover kind of, on my lids as well. And then I go over it with concealer. You see the difference? That's a big difference, isn't it? This foundation and this primer and even the sunscreen kind of really just settles in so nicely. And I feel like, you know, sometimes I have days which are like from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. and like I just need to touch it up maybe once during the day, because obviously sometimes the oils do go through, especially here, like that's where I get oily. But apart from that, it stays on really nicely, and that's why, you know, I've been loving it, and I've been testing this out for like since I think July, and that's why I was like, okay, now I can show them because I really believe in this makeup look. Okay, so then I take concealer, and the concealer I have is this one. This one is the Heartbreaker Concealer from iHeartRevolution, and look at the doe foot applicator. It's in the shape of a heart. And what I do is I just apply concealer under my eyes. I don't apply anywhere else. And I do dip the doe foot applicator twice because I want it to, like, you know, stay there. And I actually use my stipple brush, honestly. I am just sharing with you guys what I do every morning at around 6:15 a.m. I need something simple, something quick, something easy. I also apply blush, and the blush I use is this one, and this one is from Facetheory, and it is the blusher. This one is in the shade Blush. It's very easy to remember, And the first time I applied it, I have a review, I'll link it over here. I did way too much, but now I learned you just do a wee bit like that. And I just take it on my fingers and I blend. And I blend and I wipe off on my palm of my hand. I take this Beauty Bay brush, which is like an all-rounder brush. And I just blend it out. And oh my goodness, I absolutely love the color it creates on my skin. It looks like so natural and so radiant. And that's all. Now I don't exactly know how I'm going to link this, guys, because this is something I got from Style Van. I can link my video over here if you guys want to see it, and I'll try and actually find the product linked and I'll link it down below. But I don't know, I found this powder and I was like, oh my days, like it's a really good powder. And I use my powder brush, I believe this is the powder brush, yes, the Powder Me Up from Beauty Bay, and I just dab under my eyes, number one, not on my lids, and I carry it down onto my chin, sorry, onto my neck, and I do the same thing on the other side. I'm walking you through my makeup, my everyday makeup. What do I do next? Yes. Now this is something that sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, because I feel like this thing is like helping my brows grow, because I forgot to mention in my last video that this is the number one, this is the 4 Long Lashes by Oceanic, the microblading pen, and in it actually includes growth enhancing serum, so it kind of boosts your brows to grow, if that makes sense. And I do feel like it is. I mean, this is how they are kind of, you know, natural, and I do feel like my brows had more gaps in them. Like these are my natural brows. I did not do anything. So sometimes what I would do is I would just fluff them out like this and not touch them, and then that's all. And I think that this is doing something, so definitely recommend it. I got this from, thanks to Venus Malta. I'll leave everything linked down below, but for today's sake of the video, I want to apply some more to show you how it works as well. As you can see, there's like 3 lines that can mimic your eyebrow hairs, and what I do is I just point them upwards, and I just start by flicking some brow hairs upwards, and I just, you know, go over my brow, and that's how I fill it up. I mean, it's very bushy now, but then what I do is I like, you know, I like doing that. It looks weird. Yeah, you just play with it until you find how you actually wish for it to be. Sometimes it comes like really quickly, sometimes it doesn't. This is as similar as they're gonna be, but this is why I don't do these every day. But I feel like since the pen is making them, I don't know, it's enhancing them in some sort of way, and there's like this growth serum within them, I do believe that it's helping my brows kind of flourish. What is next? Oh yes, next is my eyeshadow palette. So I'm actually doing a challenge where I'm using the same palettes, I'm using the same things, and once I hit pan, I'm going to change these things. So this is why I also wanted to do it now, because I've hit pan on my eyeshadow palette. So that is also a challenge I'm doing for myself, and I feel like this I can make use of my makeup collection. So I'm going to be changing my everyday makeup look, because now it's time. I know sometimes I like using the same things because it's easier to do your makeup, but then I want to change because, you know, in this way I want to change. I don't usually like life changes, but in this setting I don't mind a change. But yeah, this is the eyeshadow palette I have been using, and this is the Strawberry Cheesecake from I Heart Revolution. And now I will select new products because I've hit pan on this, and this shade is so beautiful. It's the base shade, and it actually is my base shade, and it's funny because that's what it's called. So this is the first shade I usually take, and I actually apply everything using just one brush. This is the Kiko number 56 brush, just an FYI. This is that brush. Okay, so what I do is I would take the base shade. What I do always is I would go up in my crease to apply the first shade. The first shade that I always use is the lightest of all the shades that I usually do use for my makeup look. And I would also kind of drag it down to the outer corner and then up. As you can see, I took my time with it and I blended it very well. For the everyday makeup look, I only go in with 3 shades. And I've been alternating between this one and this one. I think, well, let me just do the same thing I've been doing because I've been liking it. And I'm taking this one. This one is called Flavour. Let's take it on the same brush. I pit patter it. And then I just press it on to the outer corner. And I slowly then also brush it along like this. Okay, and then what I do is I fluff it out. I take the first shade called Base and I kind of blend it with that Flavour shade and I drag it upward into the crease and I blend it out. So yeah, that's what I do. That is all I do, guys. I'm going to use this one, which is a shimmer shade, and this one is called Sugar. And I always take it on my finger. I kind of usually dip it twice and I just pat it down on my base. So I take it twice. I always take it twice. And then what I do is I always go in with the Flavour shade. Oops. Flavour shade again. And I kind of just blend the Sugar shade with the Flavour shade. I just rub my brush again on my hand and then take again the base shade. That's all I do. And then I go in for mascara, and the mascara I have is this one by I Revolution, and it is the Tasty Avocado Mascara, which I really like. And that's the brush. I find that it doesn't transfer throughout the day, so it's really, really good. So then after mascara, all we have left is lipstick and setting spray. So these are the 3 shades that I have been alternating lately. So we have this one, which is from MAC, and it is the shade called Tres Blasé. It's in French, so. And this is the shade. It's a really, really pretty pink shade. There we go. And it's really, really pretty. I always go for it for like an everyday lipstick. And then we have this one, the Milani Amore Lip Creme, which I used in my previous video, which I have been reaching for. And this one is in the shade Adorable, which is that one right there. And then I'm using this one. I've been using this one as well. This one is the What's Your Sign Cream Lipstick from Colourpop, which looks like this. They're kind of all quite similar, like nudie and like pink. So for today's video, I'm going to just apply this because this is what I've been applying lately. And it's so easy to apply. And finally, I've been taking this setting spray. This is the Revolution Super Dewy Hydrating Spritz, and I don't know, I just really like it. It just sets in my makeup really nicely, and as I told you, I only need to set it up once during the day. Oh, it's really refreshing too, honestly. Like in the morning, you would need that, like kind of to refresh you for the day. This is my everyday makeup look. Very natural. I don't do any bronzer, to be honest. I just do blush. I feel like it's more than enough. And oh, I need to take off my clips. By the way, I don't have bed sheets because I'm washing them at the moment. Currently washing them. So yes. So this is the finished look. I like it. I don't know. This is how I apply my everyday makeup, guys. To be honest, like the most important thing is that my base is like okay, and I go to work and I have to wear a mask because I work at hospital, and it stays on really nicely. I really liked how I conquered my base with this product. But like I told you, since I've actually hit pan on my eyeshadow palette, which was my goal, it's now obviously time to kind of change up these products, and I'll be doing this, and maybe I'll start doing this, you know, regularly as well. It could be like a series or something. I hope you enjoyed today's video. That is today's video. I don't know if you've tried any of these products. Let me know in the comments down below if you have. And obviously also tell me what you think of my everyday makeup look. And I hope I gave you some tips as well on how to apply eyeshadow as well. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, then press subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!